Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It's Tuesday, December 26, 2023, Boxing Day in England. So, my YouTube friend Blue from England, happy Boxing Day. so, um, yeah, we're in the old Lincoln Park sweatshirt again, a little homesick, and got the old Sunoco Station baseball cap on. Unique thing about the Sunoco station, um, at the old Mabey homestead in Lincoln Park, it faced Route 202. And as you drove up Mabey Lane, it really is a Mabey Lane in Lincoln Park. You drove up Mabey Lane and made a right turn about a block down the road. Opie and Floyd are having a little discussion. Be right back. And I'm back. so, uh, Opie and Floyd had a little misunderstanding, had to get that worked out. so, um, yeah, Boxing Day, December 26th. Um, Christmas is a strange, I understand, and I believe in God, I love Jesus, and I understand the manger and the birth of Jesus. Got it. The trappings, the culture, the outer wrappings of Christmas, the memories, the sentimental remembrances, um, can be difficult to get through. if you've lost loved ones and you're reminiscent of another place, another time, another era, it can be pretty tough. So yeah, it was kind of like a little bit of that, flowing into my heart center. So it's not always it's not always Merry Christmas sometimes, you know. And it seems as you get older, oh my goodness, you think, hold on, be right back. It's an Opie and Floyd thing. Be right back. It's crazy. Opie and Floyd are having these misunderstandings this morning. Um, one of the things I remember, one of a fond memory for me of Christmas is I was in second grade, 7 years old, and it was Christmas of 1960. So the Herald News had this ad for a pattern for you can make a life-size Santa Claus out of plywood. You send away for this uh, pattern, and I think it was $1, and that included postage and handling, and it was a stencil. So my dad, and the thing is, oh, it's 3-dimensional. So my dad and I, he did the jigsaw. Actually did uh, the painting of it and such. But here it is in the front yard of the old Mabey homestead, and we had this Santa Claus for ages. I mean, for years and years and years, and we kept it down in the basement, and it held up really well. Um, and I think it was around 2000 that it just got to the point where just it just was falling apart. Now the arm was actually nailed on, this arm, and I remember the sack, Santa's sack, his bag of toys was actually behind Santa Claus. So you nailed on the his Santa's bag of toys, and his Santa's arm here was nailed on. So that was the three-dimensional effect. But this was real art. I mean, forget Van Gogh, forget Rembrandt. This was real art. So, so, but yeah, it was a great. My dad, we built this in the basement of the old Mabey homestead, and I think it was right after, the day after Thanksgiving. Like it was in early November. Dad sent away for the pattern with the Herald News. It was always a thing. Like it didn't come. It took almost beginning of November to like Thanksgiving, like the week before Thanksgiving. Dad would say, "What's taking them so long? What's taking them so long? What's taking them so long?" So that was a cool thing. Yeah. This I was talking about the Sunoco station before, and so you made a right hand turn, and the Sunoco station was a block down in the town of Tawako. If you were coming from Tawako and heading to the center of Lincoln Park, the old Mabey homestead was the first house in Lincoln Park on the left-hand side, at the corner of 202 and Mabey Lane. So yeah, and my cousin Bruce owned the Sunoco station. My cousin Wes worked there, and my cousin Al worked there. So, it was just want a family reunion, go down to the Sunoco station, and that was kind of neat. And but it was, and I mean this with great respect and admiration and fondness. It was truly a Gomer and Goober gas station. I mean, it was the old gas station, and it only had 3 pumps. I think it was, it had you couldn't press a button. It had a pump for high test, and a pump for regular, and a pump for pump for the bargain brand. I think it was 3. So and it's just a different time, and you had to go in. I remember, you came in. If you're coming in from Lincoln Park, you pulled in closest to the gas station building, and if you're coming in from Tawako, you pulled in closest to 202. It was like understood, so there wouldn't be any head-on collisions. And it was only and my cousin Wes pumped the gas, and it was like one at a time. If you could, now they got Circle K, and they got Racetrack, and they got Wawa, and they got 7-Eleven. They got 32 pumps. So it's hard to picture like one island, with the 3 grades of gas. But once you took that space, you waited, for them to fill up or whatever, and then them to pay and buzz off, and you go in there. It's like a different time zone. And I do remember as a kid, we would play. There was a back field in back of the Mabey homestead. It was about 1 acre in size, and it was George and Joey, my cousins Eddie and Dave and Stu, and a few of the other neighborhood kids. We'd play baseball and race the go-karts, and you go down to the Sunoco station and get a soda. And it wasn't just like, it was like really offbeat, like knee-high grape, Fanta orange. There was like a strawberry soda, and it was RC Cola. It wasn't Coca-Cola, it was RC Cola. And then Dad's root beer. And I think it was 15 cents for a bottle of soda. And the glass was real thick. And then if you drank it there, and you put the the soda bottle back in the wooden box, you would get your 2-cent deposit back. But if you took it home, then you have to wait to bring it back and put it in the wooden box to get your 2 cents deposit. Just a neat time. And we would ride our bikes. I used to ride my bike to the Sunoco station to get air in my tires. We're having a little discussion with Opie and Floyd. Hold on, be right back. I'm back. It's like Opie and Floyd. Like we bought them, like each one of them we bought like a dozen little toys. So they had this one little furry bear or fox or something. they each got like 12 new toys, little balls, little mice and stuff like that. And there's this one little furry, I don't know what it is, like a little bear or something. They're fighting over it. It's just like they got the floor is filled with toys and they're fighting over this one toy. Moving right along. My buddy Stu called me last night to say Merry Christmas. And I was really, we go back first grade. And Stu, of course, was a science wizard. I mean, science genius. And 1 to 10, he was an 11 in science. And I'm probably like a 6, a 6. I took biology and chemistry. In college, I took biology and chemistry and a lot of biological science. And I took regular chemistry and organic and all that kind of stuff. But, I did well, but I just, I had to study a lot. for like high school chemistry, for every hour I studied, Stu studied for 5 minutes, and he'd get the A and I get the B or C. But anyway, Stu encouraged me to join, and this is my this is actually for real. This is my 8th grade yearbook, and it says 67 Nova. Nova. What a dumb name for a yearbook. Nova. It doesn't. I went to Chapel Hill School. It doesn't say Chapel Hill School. It doesn't say Lincoln Park. It says Nova. It cracks me up. So anyway, Mrs. Bloom was the advisor for the science club. And this chap, what was his? I forget his name. Hold on, folks. Be right back. I'm back. Best laid plans of mice and men. It's like, I should do a YouTube raising 2 cats. So anyway, the science club. So it was Mrs. Bloom, and they did not give the other teacher credit, which is really strange. But anyway, here's the science club. Here's the science club, and here's yours. Here I am, right there. That's me, right there, and there's right there is my buddy Stu. Let me get my pen. It'll define the faces better. Rod Stewart and faces. Go right there. Okay, that's me right there. And that's my buddy Stu. Right there. But we both had we were both in grade school. We both had the microscopes and the chemistry sets and all that kind of stuff. But Stu was always a lot smarter on science than I was. But we each have our talents. When I was in 7th grade, 12 years old, had rheumatic fever. My feet didn't touch the ground for a whole year. In and out of the hospital each 3 or 4 times. in the hospital for like 2 or 3 weeks each time. But put my time to good use. And I made this. My dad had just become Scoutmaster of Boy Scout Troop 170. And like Opie got the wood burning set, and he burnt the house number. He burnt the house number on the house. and then Andy used it to make this phony plaque for Barney's motorcycle. But anyway, I did this scout symbol, and it's so I did this in I made this in the fall of 1965. So 75, 85, 75, 85, 95, 05, 15. So 58. This is 58 years old. 58 years old. This little wood burning insignia of the Boy Scout symbol that I made. I actually, and I did it without a stencil. I mean, I did a pretty good job on this. I mean, it took me a couple of days to do this. I mean, this is real art. Forget Rembrandt, forget Van Gogh. This is real art. So that's that. I'm about 3/4 of the way through Look Homeward Angel, and I have that in the garage. And what I do is I like to go out in the garage on my desk, aka card table, and I open the garage doors, and people walk by, they're walking their dog and going for a walk, and I say hello to them, small talk it and that kind of stuff. So, and they say things like, as they walk away, they say, what the moron's not talking to himself today? He's not talking to himself today, the camera. So I have that Look Homeward Angel is in the garage on my desk, aka card table. Found these go way back. And I don't know, it was Toys R Us for 99 cents. And I don't know when, I'm trying to figure out how old, but Toys R Us, I don't know if they were all over the country. They were in New Jersey. And it was 99 cents. And it was Batman vinyl decals. And there were 2 for the Batman insignia. And then Batman, the Joker, and the Batmobile. Now, I'm guessing, based on it being 99 cents, and you got 5 stickers, I'm going to say it was probably around 19, I don't know, maybe late 70s. So, but I'm going through my stuff. I found this. It's like, I'm going through all my stuff. A bit of a pack rat. I was reading this past week. My dad's old, hold on. Be right back. Where was I? Oh, so anyway, I've been, the past week or so, been reading Dad's old Scoutmaster's Handbook. And I'm telling you, this is chock full of outdoor wisdom. Randomly here. See, they got the scouts there using the axe, the hatchet. I don't have the door here. I'm going like this, nothing up my sleeve, and I'm just randomly picking a page here. And what do they got? Oh yeah, they got the scouts cooking, learning cooking skills. This book is, let's see, this book is 510 pages, and it's just chock full of information on outdoor living here. Okay, I'll do this one more time. Okay, ready? Here we go. No, nothing up my sleeve. Okay, no trick photography. Here we go. Right here. Right here. And they got the scouts are part of each troop. What are they doing? They're learning how to build a fire or something with flint and steel or something. There. Chock full of information, chock full of, and how, and I'm amazed at it. Okay, one last thought, parting thought. I'm also reading this book along with Look Homeward Angel, the Scoutmaster's Handbook. I got this book at the library. Fred Rogers. What an interesting individual, war hero. I mean, you think like, oh, easygoing guy, war hero, brave, bold war hero, John Wayne hero, real life John Wayne hero. This chap, and developing this book is. This is my newest thing. I said, how many pages is the book? This book is 654 pages in length. But these sweaters, the sweaters that Fred Rogers wore on his TV show, 100%, not 99%, not 90%, 100% of them were hand knitted, were knitted by hand by his mom. And that was her contribution to his television success. Every single sweater, the cardigan sweaters that he wore, were hand knitted by his mom. Kind of a interesting thought. This is interviews of people that worked with him, knew him, were in the neighborhood, were his good neighbor, but really, really, really interesting man. I mean, just genius level. And he actually, before, the huge success on PBS, he was actually working, taking money out of his own pocket to produce. It was a 15-minute children's show, like on local television stations. So, real hero. All right, that's gonna wrap it up here. This was informal chat. This, that, and the other thing, what I've been doing, where I'm at, that kind of thing. So, I hope to get out there and buzz around Central Florida again soon. But just, having that recuperating from, that's not really a good way to say it. Having a rest day after Christmas Day, So I'm going to close. A lot of you, well, not a lot. Some of you, well, not some. A few of you, well, not quite. Well, one or two of you. Went from a lot to one or two. One or two of you have asked me about my writings. The best thing to do is go on Google and put Richard Mabey Jr. And if you want specifics, put Richard Mabey Jr. space. Just put Richard Mabey Jr. You don't have to write Jr. Write the whole word out. Put Richard Mabey, Mabey Jr. Put I Remember Dad, and that'll give you like 100 stories. And then put Richard Mabey Jr. I Remember Mom, and that'll give you like 100 stories that I wrote. True life stories. Now, the reason I do the Richard Mabey Jr., because the chap across the pond in England, who is also known as Richard Mabey, and he's also a writer. So we have this constant friendly battle, who's going to get on the top of Google. But I am proud to say well, I'm supposed to be humble, but about this, but I'm really humble about this. But I have the Richard Mabey across the pond in England. I have finally beat him out on YouTube. My YouTube channel is above his. You know, it's not that it's a competition. So I'm gonna wrap it up. So yeah, I have to do comments today. So if I've fallen behind on answering comments, and I apologize for that. So stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey signing off.